The real goods deficit in December reached $91.6 billion, its highest level since 1994. The recent widening in the deficit has been driven in part by weakening exports, according to Daniel Silver, an economist at JPMorgan. Nominal goods exports to China tanked by 33% year-over-year in December, likely as a result of China's retaliatory tariffs on U.S. goods. The U.S. and China have been going through months of tough negotiations, during which Trump vowed to reduce the trade deficit between the world's two largest economies. It's reported that both sides are close to reaching a deal that could include China's purchase of more than $100 billion worth of U.S. goods every year, including agricultural and energy products. The tax cuts may also contribute to the jump in trade deficit. Derek Scissors, resident scholar at American Enterprise Institute, calculates the tax cuts could boost the trade deficit by $200 billion. As historical data shows, trade deficits usually jump following tax cuts, like the 2001 and 2003 tax cuts under President George W. Bush, and President Ronald Reagan's cuts in the early 1980s. This is because increased income is likely to bring more consumption, which fuels the need for foreign goods, a fundamental of the trade deficit. Harvard Kennedy School professor Jeffrey Frankel warned in January 2018 that the increase in spending afforded by tax cuts goes entirely, rather than only partly, into the current account deficit. It's very hard to fix the trade deficit if you don't fix your borrowing problem, Ethan Harris, head of global economics at BofA Merrill Lynch Global Research, told Newspulse Finance. It's about having disciplined budget in the government, keeping the deficit small, and encouraging family savings so we can fund ourselves internally. The post has been updated for clarity. Crystal Hu covers technology and China for Newspulse Finance. Write to her via Crystal. China builds the world's longest high-speed rail as a rail stalls in the U.S. Amazon eyes closed Sears stores for Whole Foods expansion.